Following total atomic annihilation, the rebuilding of this great nation of ours may fall to you. That's why we at Vault-Tec have prepared these educational materials for you to better understand the 7 defining attributes that make you special. Today, we will focus on strength. In the wasteland, essential supplies will be scarce. When an item of value is found, keep it close and away from bullies. The stronger you are, the more you can carry. Be sure to know your limits, or you may find it challenging to escape from hazardous scenarios, no matter how strong you are. There are other situations where you may find yourself in close proximity to unfriendly neighbors. For such cases, you must learn to defend yourself using your natural strength. Use anything sharp or sturdy enough to swing. Get creative with your implement, but stay reasonable and look for anything that can further enhance your innate vigor. The greater your strength, the greater the impact. But remember, some moments require more than muscle. Keep doing your chin-ups and push-ups because there's more strength can do for you. Swing for the fences like the pros, crafting specialized protective gear to keep, or building clever weapons to wield. Regularly study your Vault-Tec provided materials to prepare for survival. And to answer the question, do you know what makes you special?
What's the angle here?
Play your cards right, and we stand to make a whole lot of money.
I told you, sanctuary would grow. The site never lies.
Building something useful, I hope.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
It's a shame. The Brotherhood of Steel could have really helped the Commonwealth.
The Brotherhood seems to rely real heavily
You have some
on
sort of medical problem here, or are you just yanking my chain?
Actually, I need some supplies for the road.
You got the caps, I got the goods.
All these years.
Just when you think you're safe, you're not. That's how they always get you.
Brotherhood.
I'm looking for weapons.
Sure, let me just stop what I'm doing to talk to you. I'm being sarcastic. Leave me alone.
What have you got to trade today?
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in sanctuary.
Humans need steel armor to fight as good as strong.
Anyone with that much firepower plans on using it.
Yeah?
Fresh flowers would brighten this place up.
Only madmen could
Excuse me.
justify
If you
trying
need
to wipe
fixing
out
up,
an
let's get a look
entire
at you.
people just because they were made, not born.
Could use some supplies, actually.
I suppose I could spare some stim packs.
Fist was weak leader. Strong glad to be rid of him.
Hey,
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
I need some supplies, Doctor.
I suppose I could spare some stim packs.
These humans
If the Brotherhood had its way, they'd probably want to eliminate hot
Can we get you a
plates,
drink?
too. As soon as one burns.
Just looking to trade a little.
Sure.
So much walking.
What can I get you?
Want to do more fun?
I'll take a look, sure.
Great.
Firepower and fervor.
Let's see what kind of clothes you got for sale.
Brotherhood.
We put on some wonderful radio plays. You should listen sometime.
Brotherhood sure knows how to take all the fun out of dressing in rivets and leather.
Humans all look funny.
I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
At least it's not raining.
Heard about that settlement? Covenant?
Holly.
Nice.
You want
Real
your meat
clean.
sliced thin?
Strict
You can
entrance
cut it your damn
requirements, though.
self.
Wait, what kind of meat is this?
You never heard of Brahmin? Big, dumb, got 4 legs and 2 heads? They're the only cattle around. Everything's fresh from the Codman family farms. Sometimes, we get weird stuff from the caravans, too.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Brahmin's fresh. Everything else, you're on your own.
You look like you need a prescription filled. Something to settle your nerves, let you chill.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Check it out.
Hey, Solomon.
Got chems right here for you, brother.
Let's see what you got.
Got your fix.
Shop in safety. No synths allowed at the surplus. You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Here's what we got.
everything. Stim packs, ammunition, outerwear, dinnerware.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Oh, goody. Oh, I do hope you're here to make a purchase.
Hey, Myrna.
It's what I live for.
Bother him.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Here you are. We're having a sale on brooms. Oh, no, wait. My programming is telling me we never have sales. Maybe you should buy something else.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Oh, goody.
Hey.
Just say the word.
Shopping at night? Diamond
Check
City
the stash.
Circus? Is always open.
Enjoy your stay in Diamond City. Now, excuse me.
Protection for
McDonough?
sale.
Excuse me,
Hand
but I'm
pulled
very busy
pieces.
right now.
Every piece in here is worth what I charge for it. No arguments.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Everything you need.
Hey, Myrna.
I may sell just about everything, but none of it is scrap.
What kind of business you running here, anyway?
We buy and sell anything and everything. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. The robot takes care of customers at night. Only one I trust to do it. At least I know he's a machine.
I don't need anything.
All right.
We can talk about guns, or maybe you want to consider something more up close and personal.
So you know weapons, huh?
Listen, I can sell you guns, swords, whatever, and they'll keep you alive for sure. But the real secret is in the mods. The little personal touches. Install a scope, expand the clip size, whatever. You spend time with your gear, and you'll have the right answer to every problem. Anyway, let's get back to you and what kind of protection you need.
Let's see what you got.
Self-defense at its best.
The hub of trade for all Diamond City right here.
We got small arms, long arms.
Carla,
Back again? Time to do business?
let's see what you have.
Always happy to make a sale.
Hey.
Watch it.
God. I'll hand it to you. This place isn't all. Awful. It's still a hole, but it could be worse.
Man. I could really use a cigarette.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. Oh, we got... All I do is offer.
I hope you're buying. Even a girl with an arsenal full of weapons needs to make a living, after all.
What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just... all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot?
Designation, Assaultron. Designed to provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? New designation. KLEO. Cleo. Fully independent small business owner. Robot enough for you, smooth talker? Now what are you buying?
You're... an Assaultron?
That's what my makers called me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a woman. And I run a store that sells very large guns. So what'll it be?
So what kind of weapons do you have?
Anything that can kill a man, I sell. Except suicidal depression. That is unfortunately not packageable. Now, are we doing business?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Let's get you outfitted, killer.
All right, now we're talking.
Means a lot to me that you made the library a safer place. Thanks again. Now you're here to trade.
Did you say something about people screaming at you?
That's right. Some newcomers have never seen a ghoul before. Can't handle a friendly face, I say. So you need some supplies?
What's it like, you know, being a ghoul?
Well, it's a lot worse when people always ask you about it all the time. But I guess I can't blame them. On the upside, I look pretty good for being over 220 years old. Now, were you buying anything?
Wait, you're 220 years old?
Okay. It's more like 270 years. But don't go blabbing that to everyone. Being a ghoul means you live a long time. You stop counting birthdays. Do you know what it's like being that old?
Actually, I do.
Well, now you're just making fun of me. If you were as old as I was, you would have been around since before the war. So let's hear it. Come on. Tell me what the world was like before the war if you're so ancient.
It was pretty much what we have now, just with less rust.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Well, you're either the most well-preserved ghoul I've ever seen, or you're the second best bullshitter and good neighbor. Ah!
It's the truth. All of it.
You know, if you haven't already, you should check out the Hotel Rexford. There's another pre-war ghoul hanging around there. Well, we should get back to business. What are you picking up?
What kind of things do you sell?
Oh, a bit of everything. Canned beans to chems. I try to take every weird bit of junk the caravans are willing to trade. So chances are you'll find something to your liking here. Ready to take a look?
Let's see what you have.
Cash or trade? Let's get started.
Well, someone sure wanted to keep out trespassers.
Stick to the roads.
Hey,
you
Lucas.
got a better chance
My
of
armor
surviving.
saved many a wastelander.
What kind of stuff do you have?
I sell armor for Old Man Stockton's outfit, based out of Bunker Hill. Been selling armor to smart wastelanders for years. The dumb ones walk away empty-handed, but they don't stay dumb long, if you catch my meaning.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
My prices are firm. Haggling gives me a headache.
Not a bad setup.
I fixed up most of what's here myself, so it's all guaranteed. Unless you need to return it.
This your store?
Yeah, you got it. Caravans come through here. I buy whatever they don't want, fix it up, and sell the good stuff to the next caravan. But hey, no reason I can't sell to a drifter like you. Caps are caps.
What's your opinion of Bunker Hill?
Well, it's nice enough. Grew up with the caravans, so I feel right at home here. Don't like how we have to pay Raiders protection money, but that's the cost of doing business in the middle of everywhere. Speaking of which, I got a lot of useful supplies here that need a home. Look at them, so lonely.
You give Raiders protection money?
Yep. Surprised Mayor Kessler managed to pull that off, but she's convinced him that Bunker Hill is worth more alive than dead. I hate that we don't stand up to him, but what can we do? We're caravan folk, not an army.
Anything new in the store?
Same old, same old. Take a look for yourself.
I'll take a look, sure.
You may have to dig a little, but I got some choice stuff in there.
Careful. You got every liquor from the Commonwealth here. Benefit of being the caravan trader's favorite bar.
When I get off duty, that...
Attention, this is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation.
Never did like this rust bucket.
Anyone found in possession of undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment.
Paladin? Nothing to report right now, Paladin.
You keep track of your ghoul. I don't
Proctor
wanna be the
Tegan,
one picking
can
up
I help
shifts
you
in
with
the
anything?
clear.
Let me see what you have.
Got some choice weapons that just came in.
Watch your step on the flight deck. It's a long way back.
Your kind aren't.
What are you gonna do about it?
We're hot! Well, that's it, huh?
What are you gonna do about it?
You crazy?
You're dead.
One day I'd like to not get shot at.
Okay. You showed up just in the nick of time.
I was glad to help out.
I can't argue with your timing. Who knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't been here. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
Hey,
Looking to buy?
let's see what you got.
Great.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Hey.
Yeah?
I told you Sanctuary would grow. The sight never lies.
Hey.
Hmm? You need a fix? Do what you gotta.
Scrap.
You don't need the sight to see that you've done real good for
So, seems you know how to hold your own. I'd had my doubts when we first hit the road.
Thanks. You're not so bad yourself.
I never get many complaints. It's just real rare these days. Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And too many assholes taking advantage of it. Look at what happened to Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected with his anti-ghoul crusade. Mankind for McDonough. Before you know it, you got families with kids lining up to drag folks they call neighbor out of their homes and throw them to the ruins.
Why did McDonough campaign against the ghouls?
Because he thought he could win. There'd always been a pretty clear divide between the folks living in the stands and those down on the field. I'm not convinced they didn't do it just to improve their view. I remember storming into his office above the stands after the inauguration speech. He was just standing there, staring out the window, watching as the city turned on the ghouls. He didn't even look at me. Just said, "I did it, John. It's finally mine." Should have killed him right there, but I don't think it would have changed anything. Instead, I pleaded with him, begged him to call it off. He said he couldn't. He had nothing against the ghouls. He was just carrying out the will of the people. And he couldn't betray the voters. And then he smiled. That hideous fucking mile-long smile. He never smiled like that when we were kids. I didn't even recognize him.
What do you mean you didn't recognize him?
I don't know. Just didn't seem like the guy I grew up with. When I'd first heard the rumors he'd been swapped for a synth, thinking back on that night, I thought it made a lot of sense. But now, I don't know. I don't think I buy it. I've seen him since then, and there's no way they copied him that perfectly. Even got his tight-ass walk. But at the time, I just needed to get the hell away from him. Him and that whole damn city.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole damn city. I still wasn't a ghoul at this point, so I didn't have to leave, but I couldn't bring myself to stay in that cesspool after that. I'd been sneaking off the Good Neighbor for years to get decent chems, so I knew the safe routes. I managed to track down a couple of the families, lead them there, but most couldn't get used to the Good Neighbor lifestyle. I brought them food for a couple of weeks, but after a while, they just disappeared. Folks in Diamond City signed their death warrants, and all the good people were willing to just sit by and watch. I felt like I was the only one who saw how screwed up things truly were, who couldn't just pretend things were fine. Still feel that way. Or I did. Until I met you. I know I run my mouth, but having someone who sees the world for what it is, and is willing to do something about it, it's meant a lot to me. I feel damn lucky to have you as a friend.
I feel exactly the same, Hancock. It's been a hell of a ride thus far.
Then here's to a long road, with plenty of ammo. Well, thanks for hearing me out. You probably weren't looking for a history lesson, were ya? You wanna hit the road?
Tell the good doc what's wrong.
I'm afraid I'm not much use in a fight anymore. But back in the day, folks used to call me Murphy the Map.
Wakey, wakey, boo. Come on.
Look at you. Got that charm only mentats can bring you.
Protecting people from themselves. The oldest excuse of any tyrant.
Yeah?